Hey YouTube, Pheano here, bringing you a deck profile update on my Blackwing deck. This is what I used for the first tournament of the new format. I'm very displeased with the results I got with it, and I'm going to be making a lot of changes because of how people have been playing this format. No Heavy Storm really affected this deck quite a bit, and I'm just very displeased with the play style of people. Set 4 back rows, summon Laquari. I'm so good at Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm going to be making some changes to deal with that and to deal with how camping heavy this format is, and it just promotes camping. But here's the deck profile, and I will explain card choices that I felt were bad as I go. 3 Sirocco, 3 Shura, 3 Bora, 3 Kalut, 2 Blizzard, 2 Vayu, Gale, Dad, pretty solid, pretty standard. 18 monsters. I'm actually thinking of dropping the Dad because I never find myself summoning him. I know blasphemy dropping Dad and Blackwings, but I mean 9 times out of 10 he's just a dead card in my hand, or I just allure him, and I just don't like that. I never use him, and I mean I've dropped him probably like once in a month, and I didn't even need him when I did. It was just kind of like, oh hey, GG, I guess, instead of next turn I kill you. And it didn't matter whether I had him or not, I still would have won. I'm thinking of playing some DD Crows in the main board, or like Doom Caliber, something like that, for times that I just don't draw any monsters. I had 2 games this weekend where I just didn't draw any monsters and I lost because of it. I had like one game, this is a pretty good example. I opened 2 he went first, so he summoned a monster. He summoned Gigaplant on me with Lone Fire, and then I went and I had 2 Icarus Attacks, a card for Black Feathers, a Bottomless Trap Hole, a Torrential Tribute, and I think it was like an MST or something. And I just kept drawing more cards like that. Another Bottomless, another Icarus, or something like that. And I just couldn't do anything. And I just did that for the rest of the game and lost. And then I had game 3 of that match, similar to like that, but it was in the late game instead, where I had like 6 turns in a row where I didn't draw a monster, and I just kept getting removal instead. And I ran out of removal. He finally got a monster in and poked me to death with it. I am thinking of making some changes to accommodate to that, because for some reason I have really shitty luck. But aside from that, lineup's pretty solid. If you have any suggestions of what I could put in for like a decent beat stick, I'd be open to suggestions. I'm thinking like Doom Caliber, DD Crow, Kaiku, because it has to be dark for the allure food. I'm probably going to end up siding Ryos, but yeah. 3 Book of Moon, 2 cards of Black Feathers, 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, Lore Darkness, Potter Duality, Black Whirlwind, Monster Reborn, Giant Trunade, Dark Hole. I wasn't able to get my Potter Duality in the mail yet. He said he sent out Tuesday, but he didn't. He actually sent out Thursday, so I should be getting them on Tuesday, since this Monday is Labor Day. If at latest Wednesday. That did hurt quite a bit, not having the other 2 pots of duality. But what also really hurt was these. I kept drawing cards of Black Feathers when I didn't need it, when I didn't have a Blackwing, when I didn't need to draw more, when I needed to special summon. I'd draw 2 of them. I just kept ending up in a lot of very awkward situations with it that didn't happen much in testing, and I was very displeased about that. But I'm going to be dropping both of these, which I'm not happy about. I only want to drop one at worst for an Icarus Attack, but I need to drop the other one because there are some other cards that I need to play given the format, like Delta Crow, because so many people are setting like their entire hand because it's hard to punish that. Divine Warning or Solemn Warning. And there's some other cards that I'm spacing on at the second, but And then I kept drawing like 2 Books of Moon when I didn't need them. Like, they'd be setting monsters and have tokens, and I just did not need the Book of Moon. Or they wouldn't be aggroing, and I would have Book of Moon, and I'd just be like, well, I don't need this. I mean, I ended up using Book of Moon on my own monsters more than anything, because people kept using 1-for-1 removal on them. It just wasn't very helpful to me. So I think I'm going to go back to using 2 Books of Moon, and taking one of these out for a Icarus Attack, one of these for a Delta Crow, and this for a Solemn Warning. Oh, and also I'm going to be... No. Icarus Attack, Pot of Duality, Solemn Warning, and then I have some stuff in the traps I'm taking out for other stuff. Let's just leave these out. 2 Icarus Attack, 2 Bottomless Trap Hole, Torrential, Mirror Force, Dust Shoot, Solemn, Oppression. I had quite a bit of problems with these 2. I kept losing the dice roll all day, so I kept going second, and every time I went second, I would open Dust Shoot, and they'd have 4 cards set, and I would just draw this and be like, awesome. I drew this like 8 or 9 games yesterday, which is usually pretty good. If you open Dust Shoot like that, you should be able to win, but can't do much when they set everything, and now they're sitting on a 2-card hand for the rest of the game. So I just kept drawing Dust Shoot when I didn't need it, and like the one time I went first all day, I drew Dust Shoot on my next turn. So didn't have Dust Shoot in the opening, but drew it right after they set everything. I'm very upset that I needed to drop Dust Shoot. The format's just so icky right now that I have to drop it. I'm very upset that I have to drop this, because I really love this card. And Mirror Force is just too slow right now. I kept getting it popped by removal before I could use it, like Black Rose Dragon or MST, and the lack of chainability of it really hurt. I'm going to be dropping this for a Solemn Warning. And I'm dropping these for an Icarus, a Delta Crow, a Pot of Duality, and 2 Solemn Warning. I did want to drop the Solemn Judgment for a Pot of Duality also, but I just feel that I need the negation right now, given how control-based this format is, and being able to protect your stuff is going to be pretty important right now. If I feel that I don't need that, I will drop that for the 3rd Pot of Duality. But as of right now, these are the changes I'm making. I'm going to post a thing in the description also about the changes. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I am very displeased with the changes that I have to make. I really did not want to go to a more stun-based Blackwing deck. I really want to keep with a combo-based deck just for the consistency. It's just the damn format. I have to do this. I'm hoping that as the format goes, I'm going to be able to go back to a more combo-based deck, but given how things are now, it doesn't look like it. I'm also considering putting a Mind Crush in here if Sabers start getting played more in my area, but as of right now, I'm not seeing a lot of Sabers in my area. I'd probably put Mind Crush in if I went to a regionals, because I'd be seeing more there. I guess I'll show you the extra deck and side deck too. There's nothing really to show you here though. Silverwind, Armor Master, Armed Wing, Infernity, Doom Dragon, Scrap Dragon, Colossal Fighter, Thought Ruler, Stardust, Black Rose, Goyo, Boronic, Android, Catastor, and Chimera Tech. Pretty standard for me. I haven't changed anything in this. Again, I'm planning on dropping that for a Dark End. I was in like one situation today where I wished that I had a Red Dragon Archfiend, but whatever. The 3rd Icarus Attack, Starlight Road, Mind Crush, 2 Skill Drain, 2 Pulling the Rug, 2 Dust Tornado, 2 Deck Dev, 2 DD Crow, and 2 Cyber Dragon. Pretty similar to my old side deck, just plus the Road and Icarus pretty much. I think that's basic. Oh, and the Pullings. These are for Gadgets, Monarchs, and Herald. This is for anything that I feel I really need to side it against, I guess. Off the top of my head, it would probably be for Black Rose Dragon Abuse decks. And this is just because I'm putting that back in the main, so it really doesn't matter why it's in the side deck. Cyber Dragons are for Consecrated Light, baiting out Bottomless, and Machina. DD Crows are for like Dandy, Lion decks, Treeborn decks, Light Sworns, I guess. I really don't like DD Crow against Light Sworns. I always have it at the wrong time against them. Can also use it against Herald. X-Sabers. Yeah, I do use them against X-Sabers. Infinities. I'm probably missing some stuff, but whatever. This is for quick draw and stuff like that. Gladiators, Mirror Match. Anything that I feel that this would hurt a lot. Almost everything. Infinities, Gladiators, Light Sworns, Herald. The list goes on. Oh, Machina. And this is for mostly Light Sworns and X-Sabers and Infinities. That's pretty much it, though. If you guys have any fixes, let me know. I'm very open to suggestion right now because I'm trying to experiment with different things to make this better. Alright, peace.